Okay, everybody. Instead of doing the power supply next, I want to make all the connections to the motherboard first, with all the wires coming from your case and everything. So, okay, everybody. I decided to go ahead and skip the power supply and do that after this. I want to make all the connections to the motherboard first. So we have this connection here, which is the rear fan, which has either a fan connection for the motherboard or the mole connector, I believe it's called. It's a 4-pin connector. We are going to put that onto the power supply, so we ain't going to worry about that one right now. It's all these wires right here that we're going to worry about. And this case fan. This fan on the front, I am going to connect to the motherboard. And it has system fan right there too. We're going to connect that right there. It should just slide right in, and we should be hunky-dory. Right? In theory. Alright, so there's that. Now, all these are labeled. Now, all these little pins right here are in your motherboard manual. Not seeing right? Here, if you can see it, it's all listed. It might be a little hard to see for you guys, but make sure you have your manual on hand when you're making all these connections. But first, we're going to do the USB 3.0 cable. If I can get it out of this mess here. Come on now. This cable right here, it's a blue cable. It's USB 3.0 in blue, so this is the USB 3.0 cable. And this is also the USB cable right here. Now that is going to go right here. Now you gotta make sure everything lines up. It goes in one way, so this is the USB 3.0 labeled on the motherboard. Bam. Snap right in, and right next to it is USB. Plug that in. Alright. Bam. First connection's made. Alright. I'm going to go to the big wires first and go to all these little ones here. Now this one here, another USB, so that is right next to the USB that I just plugged in. Pretty simple, right? Now, cable management is a big thing, so you're going to want to route these things somehow. But right now, it's all coming out here, and I'm just going to tie it all up and put it all back here. Keep all the wires out of the way at the end. Might drive some of you guys nuts, but guess what? It's the cables for the power supply that you really got to manage. Now, this here is the HD audio. The audio is right here. It says F audio. So, we are going to make that connection next. Woo! This is hard. Basically, it's like that little game in kindergarten that you had all the different shaped blocks and you got to stick it in the right hole. That's basically what this is. Alright, now this here is the Hdd LED. Now this is the LED on the front of your computer that tells your hard drive is doing something when it's doing something. Now this is where I got to look in the book. That's what we got this. So Hdd LED is these two pins here. Got to figure out which one's positive and which one's negative. So positive on the left side and positive, so that's going to have to go down. Alright, so on your first set of pins here, kind of hard to see in the light there. Can't see. Let's try from the other end. Alright, so positive. There we go, I can see better. No. There's such little connections. There. Alright. First one done. Okay, next we have power LED. Now this is the power light on the front of your computer. One's plus, one's minus. These are separated. So we gotta look back in the book. Power LEDs are on top. So it'll be right hand side negative, negative, and then positive. So I don't think it matters which negative it goes on. It doesn't say that it matters. So we'll connect positive first, because the negative has two connections, and you can't charge if I bad one up, huh? Alright, there's that. I'll just put it right in the one next to it. Maybe if I can friggin' see. It says baby connections, man. Gotta be a little dainty. Dainty! Alright. Those are made. And don't worry about the cable management, guys. I know some of you driving you nuts. Like I said, I'm just going to tie all those cables back in here. And get them out of the way. Now this is the reset switch. Reset switch. There we go. Read that there. Okay. Now this one, gotta go back to the manual. Oh, reset switch. It is right above the HDD. One's plus, one's minus. Assuming it doesn't tell you which one's plus and minus on this one. So, assuming it's the one that's got a little arrow right there, I'm assuming that's the positive. And that the writing will go out this way. Alright, bam. We're on a roll, man. And the last wire that I have is power for this switch, the power switch. So, power switch is right on the opposite side of that. Plus side down. Alright. So that's the connections to the motherboard. Like I said, this one here I'm just going to plug into the power supply. But I got a fan that is installed down here. So, alright, next I'm going to install the other fan that I got. Which I'll probably put, that's a power supply, so I have to put it up here. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so here's the fan I got. This one I'll probably connect to the system board, I think. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But first, when you're installing, you got to think of airflow through your computer. So check the fans that you already got. Now this fan here is flowing out. There's little arrows on your fans. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's very hard to see because it's clear plastic. But it's showing you the direction of airflow. And it's going that way and it's going down. That way and down. So I'm going to take this one and make sure the air is coming into the computer over the CPU right above it. So since it's flowing that way, I'm going to install it just like that. Comes with 4 screws. I haven't figured out how I'm going to connect it yet. I'll figure that out in a minute. My main worry right now is just getting it in there. Giggity. Probably should have did this before I put in the motherboard, but it's no big deal. Alright. So let's move these wires up and out of the way. And let's connect our 120mm fan. Now if I put it there, you gotta think about airflow now. Let's stick it there. Go around with that. Yeah. Because I got the one. That. I'll tell you what, they don't make this easy to do. So you gotta stick it in, giggity, through the hole here, and then stick your screwdriver through that hole to tighten it up. It's a pain in the ass. Get this fucking thing in here. Nope, maybe not. Fucking screwdriver won't even fit through that hole. Giggity. Looks like I'm going to have to get a smaller screwdriver as well. Alright guys, once I get this figured out, I'll be right back. I'm telling you, man, it's a process. Okay, so apparently I'm an idiot. I just figured it out as I was looking for a screwdriver. You stick the fan in and you stick the screws out through the case. From the outside of the case. So, now that I'm done being an idiot, let's make sure the airflow is going the correct way here. We want to go in. So, we'll just get that over. Line up the holes and start screwing. Giggity! Told you guys, sometimes it's just a process. Yes, this is my first time doing it. But guess what? I figured it out on my own. That one I did anyway. Because I'll tell you what, if you're building your own computer, you want to make sure you keep this thing cool. Like I said, in the future I will be adding like a water-cooled system to it. But for now, this is going to have to do. Probably end up getting another case fan and sticking it right beside this one too. But for the time being, this would be more than sufficient. Alright. Now, everything's lined up. Just go ahead and screw that stuff in. Don't over tighten it, because if you over tighten it, you're going to go right through your case. Yeah, spending all that money on all this stuff, you're going to make sure you want to keep it cool, man. You're just going to fry everything. Don't rely just on the case fans that come with your case. I always like to have 3 fans. And I say that like I'm skilled. Because like I said, this is my first time doing it. Alright. So, case fans installed. Bam. Just like that. Now, I'll probably run this one off system board if I can find a fan. Yeah, power fan right there. Bam. I might actually just run that off in a mole connector. Well, maybe. I'm debating. Power fan. Alright. Bam. Alright. Now I got plenty of airflow. So now that I got all the wires connected for the case, I'm going to zip tie them up and out of the way. Do all the big cords together, then I'll do all the small cords together. And my case just happened to come with some zip ties, which is kind of cool. So let's get that taken care of. Sorry about that, I had a phone call, I had a eject. Now zip tie these up out of the way, man. Actually, you know what? We'll wait. I still got to install the disk drive, and that's where it goes. So, before I do that, I'll wait. Alright, so there's all the connections to the motherboard, man. I installed the case fan. Got airflow coming in this way. I got airflow going in that way. And I got airflow coming in this way. So I got enough airflow that this thing will stay cool. All the connections are made from the case. Let's see here. If I can find the SATA cables. Yeah. There we go. We're going to have one SATA cable going from the hard drive, one to the disk drive, and now another one coming from the SSD. And I guess I'll do that in a separate video. Alright, so as far as I'm going to take this one, guys. So thank you for joining me. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button, helping me get my stuff out there. But otherwise, show me some love, show me some hate, but show me something other way I'll see on the flip side. Peace out, and happy gaming. Next video, we'll be doing power supply, it looks like. And disk drive.